Okay, so I'm super excited because I'm going to be eating some vegan pizza. Now, here's the thing, like Valentine's Day is coming up, and I wanted to kind of talk about what's your first food love. And I feel like for me, my first food love was pizza. And I remember almost to me as a kid, it seemed like every Friday, my parents, we would order a big, large pepperoni pizza from like Pizza Hut. And we would sit there and we would watch movies. We would watch our TV shows or whatever. That was back in the 90s when I think TGIF, Thank God It's Fridays, was like running a little special. And they would be showing all the shows. And we would just gather around. And I fell in love with pizza then. Now, when I went vegan, it was really iffy because I was like, dang, who got a good vegan pizza that I'ma really, really love, right? And you know what? I always tell people, this is before I discovered what I'm about to talk about right now. I always tell people, just give up on pizza. Like, if you're trying to go vegan, like, you ain't gonna find a good pizza. Sorry, hate to break it to you. That's one of those sorry, not sorry moments when it comes down to it. But listen, I moved to New York. My. And one of my homegirls, shout out Sunny Speaks. She's another vegan influencer bomb. That's the stuff. She be doing it. She happened to be in the area. This was this past summer, and we had just moved to New York, and she happened to be visiting New York, and she was like, girl, have you ever had Screamer's Pizza? I said, girl, no. She said, it's going to change your life. And I kept hearing some people talk about it. This was before moving to New York City, and I was like, I didn't know. Like, I was like, y'all stop the cap. Like, I know vegan pizza, it's that iffy thing. Like, they either the cheese ain't right, either they ain't got the pepperoni on right. But I was like, all right, and I was meeting her for the first time in person. Because, when you online, you got a lot of online friends. We stepped into Screamer's Pizza, baby. She was like, it's going to change your life. And it sure enough did. Listen when I tell you, this pepperoni pizza, and I can't even remember the other one we had. But I was like, I got to try pepperoni because pepperoni pizza was my judge bike in the day. Listen. When I tell you, this pizza is bomb. My dad said that. Like, I made it a tradition now. Every time I go back home to DMV, I bring 2 boxes of Screamer's Pizza because everybody back home loves it. My dad was like, look, I prefer this pizza over, regular pepperoni pizza. Y'all, it's so bomb. So bomb. So, let me dig in. And I got the wings too, because I was like, I'm going on a juice cleanse. So I said, let me go and get the wings. Normally they had a buffalo. The first time I had the buffalo. But then I got into the ghost pepper barbecue. And y'all, just like a pizza place after my own heart. If I got lipstick on my teeth, we're going to keep it moving like that. I ain't got time to check it. The ranch. Just like a pizza place after my own heart. I'm a ranch girl. So, when it comes to my pizza, and I know my mama going to watch this and say my top was too low cut. Mama, I'm grown. I'm about 31 at this point, honey. We're going to have to get over it, honey. Anywho, dip your pizza in the ranch. Now, some people don't live like that. I always live like that. And when I tell you, they ranch pop severely. I'm not even up here high enough. Okay. Had to give me a little lemonade. Oh my God. I'm trying to tell y'all. Bomb. And it's just so good. The pizza's fresh. And when I had gone in there in the summer, Lord, it seemed like it was the hottest day in the summer when I had one up there with Sunny, and she, we was in there. It was so hot. And one of the staff members was like, we marinate our pepperoni. And I was like, baby, I can taste it. So good. It has so many flavors. And this is not even an ad for them. They should be paying me for this. But I always just like to tell y'all, when I find something good, just share it with the world, because like there's so many people that I find like, oh, I can't be vegan, or I can't do this and that. Like, granted, this is in New York City, so like I'm not even about to hold you on that, because it is in New York City. You do have to travel to New York City to enjoy it. There may be other not New York, there may be other vegan pizza places. But this is it. I gotta do a little clickety clap of the nails. The sauce, I don't even know what kind of vegan cheese they use. But like, my heart just was lifted, because like I told y'all, when pizza is your first love, your first food love, there's a special place in your heart you have for it. So when I went vegan, like that was like that moment. I was just like, you know, my sister came to visit, like I was like, girl, we having Screamers pizza. And so we had Screamers pizza. And I think like that was when Soulja Boy and Bow Wow were doing their verses, or we had recorded it, whatever. And we had watched, I think we watched it on YouTube. We had it was just such a great time, because it kind of took me back to the moments of being with my family and like watching the show and ordering a pizza. So it was just, and she was like, oh girl, bomb. But they got this other one, like a white pizza. That's good too. But like, this made me so happy, because I was like, whenever I want pizza, I can have it, because they did that. I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of people aren't doing vegan pizza right. They either, the cheese is whack, and like when it comes to being vegan, like get over the fact that cheese is not gonna melt. Like that's just a characteristic of cow's pus. Like get that in your head. The cheese not gonna melt, and it's fine. It's good. Okay. But y'all, I was so happy when I first had this pizza. I was like, you know what? I gotta spread the word. So I'm supposed to be going back home too for this weekend. So they're gonna get a pizza. They're gonna be excited about. Let's get into the wings. Now these wings, you know, shout out the nails, shout out Moo Junkie on the earrings, Moo Junkie on the nails. Y'all already know that's my brand. Had to do the Powerpuff Girl hearts for Valentine's Day, right? That's the special that's around. I'm really excited about that. And then the custom conversation heart earrings. This one says cash at me, period. Make his pockets hurt. Like, yeah, it's okay. Let's dunkaroo this bad boy. The sauce that they use, that ghost pepper barbecue, baby. It's ridiculous. Look at that ranch. That's how you know your ranch is good, when they got all that seasoning in it. With y'all, I haven't even eaten all day. Don't try this at home, y'all. But when you're a content creator like me, y'all, make sure you eat, because it's so easy to get caught up in everything. I was shooting content. If you see what I got on and you see all the videos that I did for both brands, Moo Junkie and Dar from Mad Black Vegan, I've been literally shooting all day. But I said, you know what? Your girl gotta eat. And I'm doing this juice cleanse tomorrow. And I'm gonna be hangry. So I said, what's something, and my show coming back on tonight. Our Kind of People, that's my show. And so I probably got lipstick all over my face, but I don't care. And I was like, I need me something that's gonna hold me. This is it. Look at that. I'm telling you. I'm trying not to curse. Because it's so good. But, and that's what veganism is. People understand that. Make it as familiar to you as you need it to be. It's a lifestyle. So this is something I'm doing for the rest of my life. Like, you best believe I'm going to have vegan as all of my favorite foods, all of my favorite Guyanese dishes, all of my favorite soul food dishes, all of my favorite everything. Tacos, pizza. Because, like, a lot of people think that it's limiting. And it's like, guess what? This is the most eclectic palate I've had in my entire life. Being vegan. Like, when you're not vegan, I was eating the same 3 animals over and over, bite to bite. When you're vegan, we're talking hundreds of thousands of edible plants out here in the world that we know of in specific countries. Each country has their own. Pick one. Just pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4. Like, there's so many different ways to flip it and reverse it when it comes to remixing vegetables. Shout out my girl Najla. She coined the term remixing vegetables when it comes to veganism, because that's what it is. Like, you can make all these veggies into everything, and it was so dope is it's like different from a dead animal that you don't need to be killing in the first place. Like, you literally can just, like, not only turn a vegetable into anything you want it to be, but it's also going to have different idiosyncratic benefits for you. That was a big word. Okay? That just means that each plant has its own different benefits that it brings to the table. And when you flip it and reverse it like that, like, you eating good and it's good for you, good night. Hang it up, flat screen. It don't get no better than that. And that's what people don't understand. But and it takes time. Like, when I transition, I always tell people, it took me a year because I had to figure out, okay, what's the meals I'm going to eat? What's out here? And back then, it was 2016. It was barely anything out. Okay? But there were things that were out. Sometimes you got to get a little dab of ranch. Roly with a dab of ranch for no reason, but that's because it's so good. But pizza being my first food love, I feel like all kids are like, what's your favorite food? Pizza, 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 you know. And the pizza propaganda of the 90s is unmatched. Between Pizza and Pizza Hut and all them people, shut up. It's ingrained, and I think some people just feel like they can't give up, but it's like, it's not giving up, it's adding to your repertoire. It is literally taking control over your life and learning how to make food for yourself. Remaking your favorites, finding people out here, and there's so many businesses out here more and more each day that are adding more vegan options to their menu and are over there like doing it, taking the time. And it's recipe content, recipe creation takes time. How you think your grandma then, you know, they had to learn how to make different stuff. And necessity is the mother of all invention. And a lot of times, I come up with my best food when I'm like in need to. Dang, I gotta do something with this. What can I figure out? And people think, what is he making these recipes at? Off the top of our head? No. Honey, it's 2022. Best believe I'm going on Pinterest. Okay? Best believe I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram looking at what other people are making and style. Oh, you made it like that? Let me try it this way. Let me add my own little finesse to it. That's all it is. No different than what you do in regular cooking. These are just all vegetables, and it's an easier game because guess what? No animals have to be killed. You don't have to deal with the terrible effects of eating dead animals and all the stuff that's bad for your health. And on top of that, vegetables take a lot shorter to cook. Okay? Ask all my junk food vegans, myself included. When we frying up some cauliflower, that cauliflower take like 1 minute to fry up. A dead animal will take much longer than that. So I'm ready to eat within seconds. Anyhow, let me come up off here. But I want to come in here and say that, oh, I did not mean to shoot this the whole time. Oh well.